In this game, Oliver took white, Barty took black. This complicated Joseki in the very beginning. A bit risky for white because black not only has a pincer stone but also a stone around here, which certainly helps in many of the variations. So if I were white, I would choose a different Joseki. There are so many possibilities. You can play like this, for example. You can play like, I don't know, here. You can simply jump out and then press, play here. Just a normal result. Now maybe this stone is a bit too close to the other stones of black, so this somehow compensates for the variation itself being not the optimal one for white. Now it is alright to play like this. Also, 2 space jump, many possibilities. This one, I would say, a bit too risky in such situation. Yeah, white takes away black's liberty. Always you can also consider this empty triangle, not just the jump. Difficult to tell which is better. White left behind the cutting point and black used it immediately. So this looks good for black. White should have rather played like this, but also this looks good for black. Well, yeah, I already said that white probably risks too much. Maybe also it's better to extend like in the normal Joseki later, play here if you have time, and if black plays this one, then you go out. So this jump only created more weak points in white's shape. There was no reason to play like this and not follow the normal Joseki line. In the game, white pushed out and then black found this crosscut. White had no choice but to make life. And yeah, the resulting position looks good for black. There is maybe some weakness in the corner, but white has so few liberties on the outside that it should not be any trouble for black. Now, why not Hane? Hane also makes life. And this A-B exchange, 1-2 exchange, is certainly a good exchange for white. Now black probably needs to add a move. In the game, white simply descended, and now if black wants to add the move on the bottom, black can do it this way or that way. Yeah, so no reason to not play Hane, but black still plays this move, which kind of reverts to the same position. So black made white move, not a mistake. Now this move looks too close to black's group. Black's group is already quite strong. So why do we leave a weak point in our shape? For now, black will play something calm, and later we will have a problem with the shape. We'll need to take care of that. It's much better to simply play the strong shape in the first place, since anyway we are not putting much pressure on black's group. Black played like this, black jumped out. Yes, makes sense. And then black breaks through. So yeah, white's shapes have too many weaknesses. Probably right now also it was better to play the solid shape and not try to play in the direct way if the direct way doesn't work. If with your direct moves you cannot enclose your opponent, then play an indirect move. That's a very simple and very important piece of advice. Just play an indirect move. Your opponent plays here, all right, you play there. You continue the game, all is normal. Like this, you only give black a good position. Black captured white's corner. Well, there was no reason for black not to play this Atari first, I believe, but anyway, it doesn't change much. Wait, now black finishes in center. Then all right, then it makes sense because black was threatening this move, and yeah. And now white answered and black finished in center. No, black added a move. I see. Okay, is this needed? This is a difficult question. It looks like black is winning the capturing race by 1 liberty, but still white gets a lot by creating this fight, and also white might consider some different moves like this, and later maybe like that. Wait. here white has a crosscut, so white wins the capturing race by 1 liberty. And if black plays here, still white wins. So yeah, so black needed to play the move, and in this case it was better to play Hane first. Anyway, we end up in Gote. But still, the game should be very good for black. Black got another big corner. And now the only thing that black is afraid of is white's huge potential in the top left part of the board. So white goes for such a Moyo style. Yes, this makes sense. Good choice. I think there is so much space on the left side, it would feel natural for black to just play there. Later, black is able to play this peep, very annoying peep for white, and yeah, the group is already safe. We don't need to save that other stone because we simply have enough if we play this way. Yeah, let's say white has 40, 50, 60 points, which is already an optimistic count. 64, that's 70, and black has 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, plus a few here, 80. Yeah, the game should be rather easy for black. In the game black plays from this group makes sense also because we are putting pressure on that group of white, but white gets a chance to build really much on the left side. Maybe white can play here and let black play such a covering move and later fight. The fight is still possible for white. In the game black invaded the corner with a bit unusual moves, so it's more normal to play like this and that. If black plays here, what should white do? Maybe white can actually play this one, and potentially white might consider playing like this, especially that the game is difficult for white. Maybe white can consider playing such super aggressive moves, trying to kill the group. Like this, black lived rather easily. That's unfortunate. But wait, is there any other way here? This is not really good. Not sure. Okay, in the game we have a connection, then this one. Yeah. All right. Some possibility, yes. But yeah, black lives kind of easily. So maybe the best is really to connect, and if we want, we can start a crazy fight, but we don't have to. We have such a great potential on the left side, so much space there, that maybe the game can still be good for white if we really build all of that, turn it into territory, and later play a calm move instead of the crazy one. In the game though, black goes out to the left side, so yeah, I think that this is satisfactory for black. White gets some points, but probably not enough to have a chance in this game. And here is an interesting moment. So this cut is understandable. White needs to play aggressively. Maybe black shouldn't have given white that option, should have just extended up. But then how to play? Black plays this one, but this is not really great way of dealing with white's shape. Though it somehow works, I think. Yeah, in the end it is good. I wanted to suggest a different one. I wanted to suggest first Atari, then here a driving Tesuji, but now where do we drive? So now we play this one, and if white plays here, it's very good for black. So white captures, then we play this one. If white plays here, then well, we are alive and get a lot of points, but well, maybe it's not best already because white gets the outside, and if white connects, then we squeeze white in this way. But in fact, maybe what black played in the game is better. With this additional push, now white was really in trouble. White would most like to play something like this, but this doesn't work because of a net. And then after this one, white would again like to play this way to split black. And I wonder why white did not decide to do it. This I am not completely sure of, because black cannot really capture white here. So it was possible to split, and then let's say it goes like this. Well, splitting is a value in itself, because then we can attack this group. We also end up in center because black needs to make life on the side. So I don't understand why white didn't split. But in the game, how it looks, when black connects groups with this beautiful double tiger's mouth, I think the position looks very good for black. White still finds a way to somehow split black. Yes, this is good. But in fact, black had an easy way here. Black could have played this one, and connected everything just by sacrificing 2 stones. And these 2 stones are not so important, in fact. This way the game should be quite easy for black. But in the game, black didn't think of that possible path, and black ends up being split. Well, maybe alright, because the fight is good for black, but maybe it's an unnecessary risk. Like, certainly this was white's plan to split black, and now black kind of let this happen. Maybe now white is already out, and it's better to somehow take care of the group on the other side. In the game, white fights, and white found a way to split black. Yeah, not bad. So maybe it all looks quite desperate for white. Maybe it's enough for black to play such a move, but black plays this one. Black is a bit not careful, and then white finds a way to split black, and now we end up with a capturing race between these 2 groups. Luckily, black's group has more liberties without much questions. There is one thing here. White should have played this move, then black doesn't have to ice, because this move is not center. But if white plays from this side, then this move is center, and black simply makes 2 ice. Yeah. If it goes like this, then there is still some call, and maybe still some chance for white in this capturing race. Let's say like this, and then that. Does black answer or not? Let's say black doesn't. Yeah, black wins the capturing race. Yeah, but still better than to simply die with black having 2 eyes, because then there is no Samedori. Black doesn't need to add moves inside his territory to capture our group. So now last chance for white to kill the other group of black, but in fact this didn't work. Black secured his eye, and then white resigned. Yeah, there was no way right now. Yeah, it's impossible to take away black's eyes. If we go the other direction, black has also 2 eyes here. Black has an alive shape. So, well, the game was good for black from the very beginning, but maybe the best chance for white was going for a huge moyo at this moment of the game. Yeah, so I think that this is it about this game, and we will move to the next one.